This is your market recap for October 23rd, 2025. Today we played extremely bullish um, with a nice little retrace in pre-market that set us up very nicely for a big expansion today. Um, Reacted off this nice daily fair value gap here and nicely closed outside of it. So that'll help us tomorrow. Now, as you can see here, market opened 6 o'clock, made a little bullish move here. At this time, I wasn't entirely sure if we were bullish or not, but what made me think we're bullish is first reaction off of constant encroachment of this big bullish move here. Nice closures there and a good strong reaction off of that. Second, the way that we reacted off of this 1 hour fair value gap. And then third, we have an SMT of these lows. So all those things combined, as well as the higher time frame, like on the daily and stuff, pointing bullish. That's what had me be bullish today. Now, other than that, not much on the hourly. 15-minute, if we drop down, we can see here we have fair value gap here, validated here, down, up one more time, down into it, perfect closure at constant encroachment, expanded from there. 5-minute here, took out, high, 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 retraced to start lunch, fair value gap here, which you'll see on the lower time frames. And then we expanded all the way up to our final target for the day, which was this high. Took us some time to get there. We got close and then banged around for a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like 2 hours. But we got there eventually. But that eventually was after the market closed. So if I was in at that time, I would have closed my position when the market closed. Now, on the 5-minute time frame, we can see with where market was at with this SMT here and us reacting bullish off of this 15-minute fair value gap, I didn't think we would come very low as far as this market open went. I knew we'd retrace some because we took out this high. I had a feeling that we would tag some sort of inefficiency. Turns out it was this 5-minute inverse right here. The high of this inverse here is at 999 and the low of this candle is at 998.75. So one tick, just enough to trip people into their positions. Long, I've actually been thinking about trading the first 10, 15 minutes, the first swing move of the market because I've been getting it right pretty frequently recently, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Expand upwards, take out this high. Nice reaction at the macro to bring us down to this 5-minute fair value gap here. Why this 5-minute fair value gap? It's not equilibrium, but that just shows we have bullish intent there because as you saw, equilibrium is here, and this is a little far of a retrace for my liking. Then we play bullish from there, take out this high, consolidate once again for a little bit. Lunch ends, retrace, fair value gap here, holds us. We then expand upwards from there. Get close. ES actually takes out this high here, I want to say, or in one of these. It might have been this one, but in one of these early PM session candles, which is why we consolidate here. We then react off this 15-minute fair value gap, which keeps us nice and bullish, keeping us in the top portion of this fair value gap. We then expand upwards, taking out this high at 430, but sadly that is when the market closes. Well, it's after the market is closed. Now, like I mentioned, hourly fair value gap playing bullish, sell side SMT playing bullish, 15-minute reaction playing bullish, 5-minute inverse playing bullish. You can see it really just like taps it perfectly and then plays bullish from there. I personally entered. Why is this candle always gone? Let's see if that works. And it did. Okay. So what I was playing off of was a bullish expansion. Like I mentioned, we took out this high. The macro here brought us down. I mentioned I was bullish. Equilibrium was down here. As you can see, I had it marked out just in case it wanted to come get it. ES did drag down lower. This is an SMT that I was looking at for quite some time actually, just because ES was expanding so much more on the sell side than NQ. We end up putting in this SMT, which is my higher time frame bias for that. We also have a nice reaction of concentric encroachment of this 5 minute there. And then obviously this lower time frame SMT, which is what gets me initially in that position on the lower time frame. I believe I entered, I think I entered at 22. How many contracts did I enter in? 20, which means if I was risking 1,000, I probably entered somewhere there. We'll say I had 25 pip stop, which isn't true because this was that. Okay, I believe that's pretty close. I could pull it up, but I don't really want to. Stops were at concentric encroachment of this wick there. Break even was obviously at the closest thing to a 1-to-1. First profits were here, which took some patience, right? Because we got real close there, came all the way down, and then back up to it. But once we took that, we went horizontal for a good chunk of time, and then over time, I actually almost got stopped out. My stop loss at this point was at break even, and this almost took us out, but this 1 minute inverse held pretty strong. Once again, validated here, closed above it, reacted once there, but we came lower over here, still holding strong. And then we expanded all the way up to here. I believe I exited, I don't remember when I got out, but it was I think it was somewhere here or here. I don't remember. It's before I went to class. So I think it was over here. So I exited over here. We're still a decent profit. If we expand all the way up to fulls, it would have been a 1 to 6.5. But with where I exited, let's say what here, it's a 1 to 5, 1.56, or 1 to 5.6, which is not bad. I'll take that any day. It was a long one. It took patience, but as far as trade of the day goes, in my opinion, this is it. Took its sweet time, but it got there. 369 divided by 60, 6 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, pretty much an all day thing. I didn't risk as much as I usually do or would like, solely because I entered not in the macro. Right, in my mind, this was an A setup, not an A plus setup. A plus would have been if it retraced and this was the macro here, boom, right? That had that time confirmation as well, but I was confident enough to take a shot at it. Anyways, so yeah, other than that, I mean, not much going on today. Kind of just a slow expansion day. You can see on the hourly, just there's a lot of wicks, right? Was by no means a boom straight to the target type day. But going into the future, we just took out this high. We have relative equal highs resting above here. Let's see what ES. ES is yet to take out its relative equal highs. So I think we may retrace below this low here, below this low tonight, and then from there, kind of take inventory. Where if we already are at 20% retrace, which is likely, we're probably going to expand again. But then again, we have CPI tomorrow. We should have CPI tomorrow if the government doesn't mess that up as well. Yeah, high time frame draws up here, but lower time frame just took out liquidity, losing volume. Wouldn't be surprised if we retrace first. So, spin your market recap for October 23rd, 2025.